Hello guys, this is Dan from Dan's 30-foot dory bill. I was looking at the YouTubes and the way it operates, and it looks like I need 1,000 subscribers to be able to work with YouTube, and I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I got 155. So I'm going to just try something a little different here. For anybody that can, great, and if you can't or don't want to, no problem. If anybody out there feels like helping me out with this is an e-transfer, and that is my email, oddballdan@hotmail.com. If anybody wants to support my build, my plan is to buy some materials again over the winter, and enough materials to finish the cabin I want to build on the top of the boat. I want to make 2024 my last build season. I want to get all the woodwork done. I want everything in place. So yeah, I'd accept any help that anyone that feels that want to contribute to the cause. Email transfer, oddballdan@hotmail.com. Okay, thank you. It's out of the way. Okay, now, another viewer suggested to go to a certain site. I can get a editing program. I went to that site and I actually tried it out. And I was ecstatic because I could actually add text, different fonts. I could put text and music over the beginning of the video, and then as it stops, I would take over and start talking. I did a quick video in the yard just to test it out. I tried adding stuff, like weird stuff in between just for fun, and I could do that too, so I could play with it. Now this, this is where I get stuck. I wanted to turn around and take the doghouse out of the picture. Who needs to see the doghouse, right? So they've got a little icon at the top that says delete. So you hit the delete and it would take that frame out. Okay, so you could work on it won't let you do that. You hit it, it goes to subscription. Gives you an option to pay month, 6 months, or a year. And they stop you there. You can't do nothing with it, okay? Because my whole plan here is to try to take information out, and I can't even do that. So you have to pay for it, okay? So nothing's free. So I'm still doing these rough cut videos, and I'm definitely going to look into something that I can actually edit, and it looked like a lot of fun to do. And you know, there's a lot of stuff that you don't need to see. That if I have to walk off to get something and I can come back, I can take that frame out and save you the trouble of waiting. I can't do that right now. So I thought I was going to be able to do that, but they asked for prescription. They want you to pay to use the system. And I don't blame them, but we thought it was free. It's not free. That's the old saying, nothing's free. Okay, but I'd like to thank that individual. He's a new subscriber for suggesting to go to this editing site, but it's limited. And they won't let you extract any frames. So that's what I need, right? Okay, so I'll get that out of the way. Thank you very much for that, though. I ordered some paint through Amazon, believe it or not. I went Seafoam green is the color I want. Those are the Florida have boats in it. They got that nice green paint on the boats, gel coat paint or whatever it is. And I just love the color. I felt in love with it, and I said, I want some of that. So I've been looking for a little while. Our suppliers here don't carry any bright colors unless you want silver or order in some yellow. Everything else is in a medium or dark shade, red, blue, green, no oranges, that was a shame, black, stuff like that. So I had to go somewhere else. His supplier just doesn't have bright colors. Okay, so I had to go somewhere else. So I came home, I got on Amazon, and I started looking, so I typed in Seafoam green. I didn't expect to get any results. I just did it because I was desperate. Total Boat comes up. Total Boat. I've never used Total Boat before. A lot of people in my videos, I think most of them across the countries, use Total Boat of one product or another of theirs. So I said, holy smokes, look at this. This is cool. So I started at the top and started scrolling down, right? These are quartz. So I start scrolling down, and the last one, I'm starting to feel, oh no, I'm going to get disappointed again. So the last one, I hit the rock bottom, last can, guess what it said? That's right, it said Seafoam Green. I said, whoa, $112 a can. I closed my left eye and I pushed a button and I ordered it. I wanted it, okay? So that was the easy part. Then when I finally got the product, the can had a dent in the side, a mild curvature dent in the side, okay? Nothing drastic. And I thought, ooh, geez, so I looked at the lid. Lid was good, lid was solid. Everything was fine, and I thought, boy, lucky, I flipped the can over upside down, and the bottom had exploded. It blew up, right? It stretched out. I mean, you put the can down, and you can rotate it a bit on its butt. So, this is to my Canadian friends ordering stuff out of Canada, or probably even locally if they order it. The can was shipped. It was probably ordered through Total Boat, shipped it to Amazon. They wrapped it up in a prime box, 3 times the size of the can, okay? Now, the can was in a plastic Ziploc bag. That was what the can was in. And the can, a Ziploc bag, was just tossed into the box, sealed up, and shipped. So I don't know where it got dented. It could have been from Total Boat, maybe when Amazon handled it, or just got knocked around in that box because there was absolutely no protection in the box. There was no peanut foam in the box. There was no bubble wrap covering. You'd think they would have wrapped it in bubble wrap and then stuffed it in the box to make sure it doesn't get bounced around. Nothing. It was loose in the box. Yeah, I was a little disappointed about that. I didn't like that idea at all. Because the only thing I can think of, I went through all this trouble to find this color. I finally ordered it. It was a fair amount of money, and all I wanted is the product so I can get it on my boat, and I'm happy for the season. Is that too much to ask, to be happy? Come on. It's nice to be happy, isn't it? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I got the can. The product's still good. I got the cork. I'm actually just about to start painting in a few seconds. And we're going to go with the Seafoam Green. Guys, when you order stuff, be prepared. Be prepared. Now, I have no idea why they didn't put bubble wrap around it or anything in the box to keep it from flopping around. I have no idea. That's I don't know. That escapes me. But this is the first time I'm using Total Boat product, and it's called Wet Finish? Wet. Okay, it's called Wet Edge, okay? It's designed for what I'm about to use it. It's called Topside Paint, Polyurethane, Wet Edge. You can paint this on anything. And I just dropped my brush inside the bucket. I hope this is not the way my day is going to go. But it's a fine time to show you, as a sample, the color. Look at that color. I don't know if the video is making justification, but this is a beautiful color. Look at this. Look at this. You can take them out for lunch, but you can't make them eat. Guys, I have another 2 seconds here. Maybe 3 seconds. Prime example, if I was editing my material, you would have never known that I dropped my brush in the paint or it fell in. I had to walk over, get something, find something to wipe the handle off, and then come back to you. It's just the possibilities. So anyway, I use a, don't know if I can pronounce this, solopropylene. It's an alcohol to reduce this. Just a hair, but don't use too much because this stuff's pretty loose and you don't want it dripping all over the place. So My task now is to try to paint this without getting it all over the grave. And the reason why I didn't tape off the boat with anything, I have nothing. So give me a second to start applying some of this stuff and we'll see what happens. And oh yes, please forgive me. I have you strapped to a garbage can, so I'll be moving you around. Okay, I'm not going to start doing that. That's crazy. I got paint where I don't want it already. Okay, so, and I put the can right in your face. Yeah. So it's going on really nice. I noticed that if you tap it a bit, it gets the paint down, then you stroke it out. Kind of like tipping it. Watch how much pressure you put on it now. Sorry about my back. I have to put myself in a position to do this. Of course, now I'm starting to sweat. I'm telling you. So I'm putting in this little brush, foam brush. I tap it in the inside of the bucket here. Tap it out. Pull it. This is going to get easier as I go straighter. Okay, hang on, guys. All right. Really wondering what it would be like if I used a roller. I definitely don't want to make the paint any looser because you can see it's kind of runny kind of runny as it is. At the same time, I'm just trying to keep it a flow going so I can still tip it into my last bit I did, you know? Just hang in there, folks. I'm trying to get you a bird's eye view of what I'm doing here. There we go. Oh yeah, another thing too. If you're new to painting, try not to whip your brush, because that paint goes flying a mile and falls downwards, right? Yeah, I don't know what it is with this color, but I certainly love it. It's a very nice poppy color. And you definitely don't want to rush it. I think that little green stripe's going to come out really nice. I'm still painting under the tree here. So I'm still getting a little bit of crap falling off the tree. It didn't like me going back on that. Now they say this can is good for 500 square feet. It's a lot. At least I think it is. Are you enjoying the ride down the side of this boat? There you go. I'm trying to bring you along with me here. You know, I'm not a green color guy either, right? Yeah, I'm not really into the greens, but this caught my eye. I wouldn't hesitate to do the whole bottom. The feature line on this would be beautiful. Well, there's my work flying overhead. All those forest fires are happening up north over there. A lot of the air ambulances are based at the Edmonton airport right now because of the fact that they're all burnt out and smoked out. So there's a whole fleet of air ambulance littered all over the airport, over at Edmonton airport. Product still has to be brought up to them. So the product's being brought to the airport. Airplanes are flying the product in, then coming back, and then they're based at the airport if they're not flying, because everything's burnt. That's got to be god ugly, you know? Everything's gone, people's homes, cars, everything's gone. I don't care who you are, that's got to be bad. I mean, you know. I've actually got my son out in Kelowna, Canada. His place of business burnt down to the ground. They had something like a tiki bar by the beach. It got burnt down too. I mean, this fire grabbed everything. So the business he works for are now cooking meals for the general public to keep people fed because they have no choice, right? So the restaurant that he's working for is now cooking meals for anyone that wants to eat. And he's out there on this big giant barbecue just cooking chicken, and yeah, it's pretty wild. At least people are still getting fed. I'm sure I can wipe that off later on with some alcohol. So, I didn't know what he was going to do. Because he was living on the opposite side of the town that got burnt out. So at this point, sorry about the bouncing around. I'm keeping you in the roll here. So at this point, he's living out of his car. I thought maybe he'd be coming home for a couple of weeks until things blow over. But he was determined to stay there and help out. He's 38 years old. He's a good boy. So as his father, what can I say, right? I go, yeah, okay. Gave him the choice. If he needed to come home, I gave him the choice to come home. Home's always there for him. This is nice. Seems to be working out good. What do you think? Do you think that's pretty cool? I am seriously happy about this. You have no idea how much compromising that I've made while building this boat for one reason or another. But I wasn't going to compromise on this line, so I got what I wanted. Almost there, almost there. Okay, now, you see that happen there? You see what happened there? I was putting it just a little bit too heavy, and it started to fall. So don't load it too much, or you're gonna have it falling. I'm good so far. I'm glad I caught that. I wouldn't not want to see that there. I think I got him. I got to keep my eye on that. Okay, I'll move you one more time and that's it. That's the end of the road right there. This is really, really nice stuff. Well, you feel the same way I do. Here comes the buggers. You know who the buggers are, right? I was working on the other side when I was pinstriping it, and all of a sudden I was standing in a whole bunch of wasps around my head. And I couldn't figure out where they're bloody coming from, because I don't care for wasps. I was 8 years old. I was up in an apple tree with a friend of mine, and one landed right between my eyes. And boy, did I tell you, I didn't know if I was going to make it out of that tree or not. I had one hand holding my forehead, and I was slipping down the tree to get the hell out of the tree. By the time I got down, the pain subsided a bit, and I realized, well, maybe it wasn't that bad after all. So it's taken me about 40 years to get used to wasps. So now I got myself a whole bunch of them raspberry bushes over there, and of course you're going to go pick your raspberries. You're never going to guess who comes along, right? There's wasps all over there and little bees and stuff. And I don't let them bother me anymore. It's amazing what you can get used to if you try hard enough. I'm almost done here, guys. I'm almost done. I'm not going to bring you around the whole boat. I just thought I'd bring you down this side of the boat just to kind of see what I got to go through to get it painted, I guess. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Zuby, watch out. Okay, guys. I think, hey, I'm wearing gloves today, get it? Yeah, I'm learning slowly but surely. I started out with no gloves till I realized how sticky this paint is. I mean, it's a little bit different than even the gray I have on here. So I got a couple of spots here and there, nothing serious. Oh, let me get you off of here. I taped you onto a garbage can. Okay, so there you go. Can you see that? Just came around the corner here. I'll be shooting my way across here. I'm not going to stop now. I don't want to bring you around the whole boat. That would have not been necessary, but it's been nice talking to you. It really has. Like I've said all through my videos, I'm not here to show you how to build a boat. I am here building a boat. I'm sharing the information that I'm experiencing building this boat. Yes, I've made my fair share of mistakes along the way. Sorry. More problem here. I've shared my mistakes with you as I went. I've fixed my mistakes. Here, well, let's get that in the picture here. And I did things I shouldn't have done, and I redid them, and I've learned a lot. Okay, so the biggest thing is don't be rushed, I think, and try not to settle. Save the money, raise the money. I've had help on here. I have, God forgive me if I get this wrong, Mark, one of my subscribers. I haven't mentioned this in a long time. If you watch my videos, you know this by now. Saw my video I posted. I ordered a belt sander. It failed, and I was about to leave the finish, the fiberglass finish, the way it was. I would not have had the energy to sand out that rough surface. I just couldn't do it. I have bad arms, and if you watch my videos, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this man sent me a 4-inch vertical speed Makita sander. He sent me the rubber eraser to clean it, and 1060 grit belts to go with it. And all I was doing is when I got on my YouTube, I was asking if anybody had a used unit or an old used unit, anything that works. I would pay for the postage to have it sent to me so I can try to finish on the boat. Well, a couple of weeks later, I don't know, I forget how long later, but I'll actually just showed up at the door. I don't even know how long. Package showed up at the door with a package that I previously ordered. So I brought the package in, I brought the second package in, and I thought, what the hell is this? I didn't know what it was, right? It's heavy. So I go to open it up, and I didn't put the two dots together and cross my T. I have no idea what was going on here. He had already, 4 days prior, sent me a message that asked me if I had received the sander. So I received the sander, I received all the stuff. About 2 hours later, the belts came in. And I'm sitting here going, is it Christmas, or did my wife surprise me? We're no way in a position to purchase something as elegant as this Makita sander. So I thought, hang on a second. So I went into my YouTube channel, and sure enough, there was a comment there. I went in there, and he said, yes. He was answering several questions at once. Yes, just wanted to help. And I went, wow. I realized that this man sent me this machine, brand new in a box. Right? You know what I'm saying? Right? So anyway, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Helping each other out. I mean, he helped me out big time. That wasn't a little hit. He really helped me out big time, and I know that. But that's what it's all about, trying to help each other out, trying to get information from people. We're also now sharing plans for our boats. There's another gentleman that does the same thing. guys are looking for plans from Jess Syra because they pulled his plans, right? You can't get them anymore. So the only way you're going to get them is that somebody can give them to you. And what I've done, I've kept it simple again. I just took 5 or 6 pictures of all the plans I've got. And what I do is I send out those to you. I'll text them out to you. And then you can print them off and just upscale the plans on a piece of wood, and you can build that boat. So there's a few of us out there that's doing this right now. There's a big movement on that. And actually, I'll be honest with you, I was speaking to a new subscriber today, and he was asking me how to figure out the bow, the way it was cut and angled. It was a little hard to tell on the plans. I had even a little hard time trying to explain it to him, but we finally got it. He figured it out, and he's throwing it on a CAD. I don't know too much about CADs, but if he's taking the measurements off the plans, putting them on the CAD, I'm not sure what he's going to do with that next. Can he print them out full size, or I have no idea what he's going to do with it. But that's pretty cool because he sent me the picture of the frames all lined up in the CAD picture, and I thought, wow, you know, that's some of that mechanical stuff is super cool, and I just don't do any of that stuff, right? And I feel bad because I think it'd be pretty cool. So anyway, that being said, I got to go and finish this. I have 155 subscribers, right? Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It just encourages me to go on. I've had problems here a couple of times where I actually got to the point where, well, I could probably salvage some of that wood to build something else with it. You know what I mean? And now I'm not. I've got over that hump, okay? And it's inspiring to hear from you guys. So take care. I'm still here. I'm still working on this boat. And yes, I'm going to finish it. Have a good day.